I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews.
Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place.
That's,
I know.
yeah, I didn't really catch the request either. I was reading chat.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
I think it was like to not
Are
ask
we
about
sure?
that.
Maybe.
I didn't quite get that.
I don't really know. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What is this piece of paper over here? This is sussy. There's so much branded paper over here.
All these notes.
Yeah. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
Yeah, that's a normal reaction.
No. So she poured herself the juice. She didn't have it and put it down in the room. That's already the contradiction right there. It's done. My AI voice. She's supposed to be cold and calculating, okay?
So I'm taking it as a compliment.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime, and I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing.
And that is when the fingerprints in the wine glass were made, Your Honor?
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix, she is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match.
See, AI. Yes, I know.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing.
Disrupt her pacing. You gotta
Throw
throw the guy off their
his
rhythm.
Street smart!
Street smart.
She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So, you have to attack when she least expects it.
Okay then.
The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understood?
So I guess this means
Understand.
press everything. Yeah, press everything, I guess. Well, I guess I don't care about this. Why she went to his room? Press? Okay, if no one gives me any information, I'm just going. And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Press further. We always press further here.
We always do.
Ace Tooney. Like and subscribe.
Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon? What are you implying? You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? Phoenix, this is...
And you were trying to score.
Yeah. No. So, perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim. Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time. I can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. Well, we're gonna keep pressing.
May we continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got into his room?
Yes, press. Hold it! You were in shock? That's unlike you. What? Was I not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person, and despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Senor Corrida.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. Like if it was in their car, for instance. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked.
Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
I see.
Okay, should we press this? Yes, no? Peanut gallery?
You're supposed to press everything!
Okay, we're pressing everything. Fine.
You already said press everything.
Throw her off her rhythm!
Okay. This is the photo you're referring to, correct? He phrases it like a true defense attorney, though. Yes.
Finally.
The one with the... See, there's no paper here in this one. Oh, this is sussy. Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest. And the guitar case was like this, too? Yes, it was open and empty, of course.
And then, what did you do next, witness?
I did the most sussy thing and poured myself juice. Hold it!
Upon seeing a dead body.
Juice! Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There was no lift marks left on the wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
I always waterfall my juice.
Specifically tomato juice while wearing white shirts so I can get the blood splatter all over me.
Ah, yes.
Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind was really a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today?
Response, why don't you ask me later?
I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What one thing? Never mind. Why don't you ask me later? It's
Oh,
no
no,
big
she
deal.
doesn't get to do that.
What was she starting to say just now? Press further, always. Tap! Ooh. Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. Processing. Point! What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Ooh.
Actually, so would I.
Thank you, Edgeworth. I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. This is the wet on top of the case, being on top of the case if it was open, because you already said it was open. Wow, look at those pants! Jesus.
Look at her stand. She's standing
Whoa.
sassily.
Yeah. Damn.
Dang.
Down, girl.
Flower vase. Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo?
Maybe.
This mess of glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case, which I just said was open, but nobody realized.
Why did you withhold such an important piece of information?
I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
You're really leaning into the AI thing.
If everybody wanted it that way, here we go.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here.
Wait, someone say something?
It was just me. I'm the only one who said anything.
And here we are.
Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I feel like I don't have to press this. I feel like we just present the case.
Okay.
Because the case specifically has the water only on the outside, you know? That's what it says. There's some water, but only on top of the lid, and she specifically said before that it was open when she saw it, like the crime photo. So it's this. E to present. Objection! Point! You testified that you knocked over the flower vase. Is this correct? Yes. And you are sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said?
Does not compute.
It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Point, Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, tap, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. Yeah, the book and the purse and everything, and it's like a halter top.
I
Dang.
want that outfit.
I know.
That's very true.
Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case.
There is one something about this case, Your Honor.
And what is that?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
And what is wrong with that?
If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, tap, point, the glass shards would be inside, not outside the case.
Objection. What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time this vase was knocked over? Is that all?
Objection! No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. Point! She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case.
Objection. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. That has no bearing on this case at all. And
That may
he's
very
called
well-
the killer. He's not called the contortionist.
The guitar case. And that may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it? But it's a contradiction. It matters.
It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case?
Yes, I think so.
Make her testify.
Make her testify.
Hey.
No.
You're after
Let it
rhythm.
be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. The empty guitar case, I won't let it be. Tap! I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this. But it is you.
I was gonna say, Edgeworth, if you don't expect me to reach for these kinds of straws, then you've been gone too long. I can't believe I'm
Well,
doing this either.
I guess you're not just anyone.
Alright, I'll follow along for now.
Ominous judge.
Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor.
She doesn't put up much of a fight.
I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ace Attorney. We play live once a week on Twitch and YouTube.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like, commenting, or subscribing for more content and chaos from us.
The blue black. Wait, take
Blue
two, take two.
Blatcher, is that what you were about to
Take
say?
two.